Shalom, family. Good to see you all here. Hope you're doing well. And once again, the gas prices is a top story. People from all over the country are moaning because of these gas prices. The sad part is nothing is going to be done about it because, especially now that Iran is refusing to talk to Donald Trump, and they're just going to wait until 2029 for the next president, it's not going to change. And plus, Donald Trump has long broken his promises about bringing prices down. He has yet to do it. We haven't seen it yet, and you won't see it. Okay, y'all. So, once again, here is my newest product, the goat milk shampoo and leave in conditioner, which is now 40% off on Etsy. So, grab up your bottle and take advantage of the discount. All right. So, y'all, let's get into it because there's a lot of people very unhappy with the gas situation. And, you know, and people are starting to see the out of fuel signs again. Yeah, I may have to talk about that again. Please give me a one if you can see my screen. Thank you.
The average price of gas was below $4 in Council Bluffs on Tuesday. We'll know more. At this gas station, for example, it's just about $4.10. The average price in Nebraska also reached above $4. Food Bank for the Heartland says gas prices are impacting them. Their trucks travel more than 5,300 miles every week.
It also affects our neighbors in need because when somebody is struggling to make ends meet and they're looking at higher gas prices, higher living costs, higher healthcare costs, the first thing that gets cut from their budget is food. And unfortunately, we have spoken to neighbors who are skipping meals right now to ensure that their children have the food that they need to eat.
This has to be fucking illegal, California. I don't give a fuck with nobody. This is not legal. Somebody got to look this fucking shit up. This fucking greedy ass shit. What the fuck is this? You gotta be fucking lying. That's almost $7 for a gallon of gas. Suck my fucking dick. Are you fucking kidding me? You gotta be joking. How is this fucking legal? Explain it to me. Ain't no way you paying $7 fucking for gas. Hell no. Whoever the fuck we got in office right now, get their fucking ass out. It ain't no way that we paying $7 for a gallon of fucking gas. Suck my whole fucking dick.
Leaving the gas station, I literally feel violated. I'm like uncomfortable. Not because of a man, because it was $87. $87 to fill the vehicle up. I do not ever want to leave the house. I don't even want to drive back home to sit there and not leave again. I just want to leave the vehicle here and just walk home. That is crazy.
I just paid over $6 fucking for gas in California. And that's not even the fucked up part. What's fucked up is I pull into Chevron, get out of my truck. I look to my right and about 3 pumps down, I see a guy standing there next to his truck. He starts walking towards me. So I go to pay at the pump and he says, "Excuse me, sir. I hate to bother you, but I'm not from here. And I ran out of gas, me and my girlfriend. And I wanted to know if you have any spare change so I can get some gas to get home." And normally I'm a nice guy and I might give you a couple bucks. But I looked at that guy and I said, "You see the fucking price of gas on that pump? What does that say? It says over $6 a fucking gallon. And you're asking me for money to help you get back home? And you just, all of a sudden you ran out of gas at the fucking gas station? Come on, man. With that being said, don't be that guy asking for fucking money at the gas station when the price of gas is over $6 fucking dollars."
Baby, anybody else started getting gas? It feel like I'm getting gas every other day, if not every day. I don't know if they putting water or something in the gas, or I don't know what they putting in these gas pumps, but this gas is not lasting. Not only that, gas is going up. And I be feeling so bad for people who stay in like up north or stay in California and stuff, because I know they gas prices looking terrible. Baby, if I got to keep getting gas and these prices on gas keep raising, I'm going to be taking the bus. Matter of fact, I'm taking me a horse. I'm going to get me a horse.
The messaging here keeps changing, and that is frustrating for us as journalists and storytellers, but it is even more frustrating for the American people.
That's absolutely right. It's been 2 months since the announced ceasefire. It's been now about 5 months since the conflict began, and we are in no better position on either of those two goals than we were before the conflict started. You mentioned we're at $4.07. We've never had gasoline prices this high in August before, ever. The president is quickly losing confidence on the war. About 75% of people disapprove of his handling of gas prices. 40% of people are calling gas prices a major hardship. And so it does not seem like there is any solution out of this as long as Iran believes that they can control the Strait of Hormuz. And we've seen them attack tankers that are passing through in recent days. Only about 8 ships are making the crossing on a given day. That's compared to 120 before the war. So we're going to keep seeing these high prices as long as this conflict drags out.
Certain the White House does not want you to see this. Right now, here in August, we are recording the highest price of gas ever since we started recording it. They don't want you talking about that. So they're going to do everything they can to distract you. Much easier for them to come to the aid of Natalie Harper and call John Ossoff sexist for implying things that he didn't imply than to actually have to defend this.
Under Donald J. Trump, it costs more than ever to stock your fridge, to power your home, to make a cup of coffee, to buy school supplies for your kid or a tractor for your farm. Gas is up 30% since inauguration. Diesel, 47%, coffee, 35%, ground beef, 23%. They doubled your health insurance premiums and slashed Medicaid to cut taxes for their corporate donors and the ultra-rich. They made you pay more for everything and took us to war on lies and spent most of last year trying to cover up for the world's most famous pedophile while the crook president and his crook family raked in billions.
Well, it is no surprise to anybody that American gas prices are off the charts. As you can see, 47% more. Jesus. But it's gonna get worse. As this war continues to drag on, we're gonna burn through our national strategic reserve. And when that happens, not to mention 20% of the world's oil and fertilizer not getting through the strait because our president is in a quagmire he cannot fix, is going to be painful for the American citizen, and it's coming soon. Hate to scare you, but the math just shows you the biggest refineries in the world have been blown up. They're offline. Gas is going up.
So it's very interesting. This is the Bridgeport, Michigan exit off of I-75 right here. And you're taking a look and you can see the price right here at the Speedway is $3.89 per gallon. You look over there at the Loves, where is it? It's $3.91 per gallon. And everywhere else in this area, it seems to be $4.15, $4.30 a gallon. And look at all the cars. The cars are just lined up here at this gas station and at the one over there at Love's. And I just wanted to let everyone know, if you're headed north on I-75 and you're looking for more affordable gas, I don't want to say cheaper gas, but you might want to try the Bridgeport exit. We have the Speedway right here, and then you have the Love's right over there. But you better pack your patience because when you're here, you're going to get a line of cars. I was here the other day and I had to wait about 15 minutes actually to get gas because of this cheaper, if you call it cheaper gas. So just some advice to you if you are headed north on I-75. It's cheaper here, but you might have to wait.
Just stopped by my local Shell station. I'm here in San Diego, California,
And check out the prices. Like, this is just your average Shell gas station. $5.49, and that's for 87 octane. $5.89 for 91 octane, because we don't have a 92 or 93, so that's our premium. Now, if you have cash, I mean, $5.29 for 87, $5.69 for 91. But yeah.
How low is it?
You know, if this were a game of limbo, President Trump would be winning. Unfortunately, this is the game of presidential popularity, and he is reaching record lows yet again. He is losing. Just take a look here. Okay, Trump net approval hits a term too low. Look at this. 31 points underwater, 31 points underwater, according to Ipsos, the Reuters Ipsos poll. Look where he was at the beginning of term number 2. He was at plus 6 points. So he is down. What is that? The math quickly with me. 37 points from where he was at the beginning of his second presidency. You know, President Trump was unpopular going into the midterms during his first presidency, but not anywhere as unpopular as this. He was 12 points underwater. So he is doing, versus where he was at term number 1 at this point, he is doing, what is the math here quickly? He is doing 19 points worse than he was doing in term number 1 at this point. And of course, those midterms were quite disastrous for the Republican Party. So you look at these numbers and you just go, oy vey if you're a Republican.
All right. Independents have a big role to play always in elections. Give us some sense of where they stand, because there is still a lot of the party that supports Donald Trump.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know what? Republicans still in large part support Donald Trump, but as independents, who are the name of the game, they are the driver in elections. And just look at why these numbers are falling the way that they are. It is because of independents. Look at these drops. I mean, Trump's net approval rating among independents, term 2, he's 47 points underwater now. 47 points underwater. He was at minus 1 point at the beginning of his presidency, basically treading water, right? So what is that? That's a 46-point drop. So you see that drop of what, 31 points from where he was at the beginning of his presidency, or 37 points from where he was at the beginning of his presidency among the overall electorate. But that's nothing compared to this 46-point drop among independents. And compare that to where he was at this point in term number 1 before those midterms. Again, he was underwater then, but he was just 10 points underwater then. Now he's 47 points underwater. So that's a drop of what? 37 points. So this has been the problem with President Trump's second term, according to the public, which is he is going and placating the base, but leaving the center of the electorate behind. But you know what? You have to win the center of the electorate in order to maintain your popularity, in order for Republicans to win in these midterm elections. But independents are saying, you know what? We don't like what's going on. See you later.
Yeah. And before I toss back to you, yesterday we aired a graphic that showed gas prices incorrectly last year were $4.13 a gallon. They are in fact $3.13 a gallon. That's 90 cents more in the past year. The Trump administration says those gas prices will fall quickly once the operations in Iran ends. Now back to you.
All right, y'all. No, this is definitely not going to get better. You know, I think we're going to be going into 2027 with high gas prices. And the only one that's going to pay the price are the people. People like Donald Trump, they ain't concerned. That's why he can stand there and say, you know, you're paying a little more at the pump, and, oh, it's better than Iran getting a nuke. And I don't know why he think everybody cares so much about Iran and some damn nuke, but he just keeps repeating it over and over, and nobody cares. So y'all, we got a lot to bear with, because leadership is very poor in America. So y'all, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you so much for all of your support and your time. And remember to pick up your hair products and be on the lookout for my next live coming up. Shalom, family.